Which one of these is whole food and which one is processed? Guess what? Both of them are processed. By the end of this video, you will know the difference between whole food and processed food, and second, how to make a right choice for yourself. Hi, I'm Arzu, a neurophysiotherapist and studying to be a PN certified nutritionist. And I'm sure that you are watching me for the first time because this is my first YouTube video. Welcome to Deep with YouTube and let's get started. This video will be divided into 5 parts. What are whole foods? What are processed foods? Why choose whole food? Are processed food bad? And last, substitution examples. What are whole foods? Generalized textbook defines whole food as whole foods are the foods that are as close as possible to their origins, which means that on looking at the food we can recognize its source. For example, fresh fruits and vegetables, we know that it came from a plant. Plain milk, we know that it came from an animal, right? Which means that first, on looking at the food, we can recognize its source. Second, whole food does not have an ingredient list. You must have seen the labels which is there in the back of the packaged food. Third, they don't have any preservatives, which means that it gets spoiled faster. So think of the whole food as a food in their most simple, natural form. What are processed food? Broadly speaking, processed food can come in any of these 5 criteria. 1. On looking at the food, you cannot recognize its source, unlike whole food, where just by looking at it, you could tell where the food has come from. Second, they come in a packaging such as bags or boxes. Third, there will have several or few ingredient list which will be mentioned in the back of the packaging. Fourth, processing, of course. The food has gone to one or more process so that it can reach us. Fifth, preservatives, which means that they are going to be fresh for a very long time, like for weeks, months, or even years. Why choose whole food? Now the question is why whole foods are encouraged so much. First, it balances the nutrients in the right amount. Nature has designed the food so that you can have vitamins, minerals, and everything in the right amount. Unlike the pills or supplements where there are chances of overdose or anything like that. Second, better absorption of nutrients. Whole foods generally work together, not in isolation. Like you need an element so that other element can be absorbed better. And the beauty of whole food is that you can have both the elements in the same food. That's how nature has designed them. For example, avocado. It has healthy fats and vitamins like E and K, which require fat in order to be absorbed properly by the body. Third, no restriction. When we focus on eating more and more whole food, processed food naturally reduces. So you don't need to go in any kind of restrictive diets. Just eat more whole foods. Fourth, better response to hunger and fullness cues. When you are eating whole foods, it becomes somehow extremely easy to understand when you are hungry, when you are full, and you will be able to stop when you are full. Unlike some processed food which we keep eating even when we know that we are already full. Now comes the question which most people ask. Are processed food bad? Short answer is not necessarily. The truth is that every food we eat is processed in some or other way. Yes, I repeat, almost every food we eat is processed in some or other way. Processing basically means that food has gone through some kind of change so that it can reach us. I'll give you an example. Milk. Milk has to be pasteurized. Pasteurization means heating the milk to kill harmful germs and making it safe to drink. Put it in a box or in a packet so that it can be transported to us. In the same way, rice is processed, dal is processed. They have been washed, cut, packed, and even cooked. Cooking is also a kind of processing. So the word process is not the problem. The real question is how much is the food processed? Broadly speaking, there are minimally processed food, lightly processed food, and ultra processed food, UPFs. Minimally processed food includes milk, curd, frozen vegetables, cut packaged fruits. Lightly processed food includes cheese, paneer, tofu, roasted peanuts. Ultra processed food includes chips, instant noodles, ice creams, and even our protein shakes. See, we cannot completely avoid processed foods. Most of us cannot grow our own vegetables and collect the milk from the farm, right? If you can, good for you. Also, we don't even need to completely avoid processed food. Every food is somewhat processed, remember? Instead of asking, is it processed or not, ask, how processed is it? If a food is closer to its natural form, which means it leans towards the whole food side, choose it often. If the food is heavily processed, you don't have to avoid it. Just choose it less. That's it. Substitutes. So what does it look like to eat less processed food more often and more processed food less often in real life? Instead of packaged potato chips, you can go for roasted makhana or peanuts. Instead of sugary cereal, you can go for oats. Instead of packaged fruit juice, you can go for homemade fruit juice or even cut fruits. Whole foods would be more preferable though. Instead of instant noodles, we can go for spaghetti, poha, or upma. So that's the idea, just a little tweaks. There is no good or bad food. There are just foods which you choose more, and there are foods which you choose less. That's it for this video. If it helped you see food even a little differently, I would love to know in the comment section. And if there are any topics which you want me to cover, tell me that in comment section as well. I'll see you in next one now.